Hello, my name is Amy Rudd, and I'll be your host for this Akron Reads training program. Rosemary Flocari and I have worked very closely with Dr. Tuan Nguyen and Mrs. Carla Sibley in the planning and development of this Akron Reads training webinar. Akron Public Schools district focus is to be the #1 urban school district in the United States. We will do this by working through 3 specific focus areas: rigorous teaching and learning, safe learning centers, and public engagement. Today, we are working with you, the public, on Focus Area 3. As our business partners, you are helping to prepare our students for success. Our learning targets for today are to provide you with an overview of the 2015-2016 Akron Reads plan, and also to explore the daily framework and resources to support you during the tutoring sessions. If you have tutored in the past, you are likely wondering, what's new? Why are we retraining? Well, here are just a few key points for us to share with you. There is a new Akron Reads level library that will be a part of each building. There's also a benchmark literacy classroom connection. We have a new textbook adoption, and the materials that we are using will be connected with the Akron Reads tutoring program. We also are including reader response journals and a wordplay component. Also new for this year, you will support grade 2 students so that they are better prepared to meet the expectations of the 3rd grade reading guarantee. Classroom teachers will support the most struggling learners or those with intensive needs, while you will provide additional support for those with targeted needs. This approach will allow us to layer support to meet the needs of all students. Now we will discuss the tutor folder contents. You should each have a tutor folder which will include all the resources needed for your tutoring session. We will explore these resources one by one, and if you have questions about the resources, please be sure to see your contact person for Akron Reads at your business. Let's pull out the training handbook, which is located on the left side in the pocket. You can follow along with this guide while we address the various components of the Akron Reads program. The next item on the left pocket is our interest inventory. It's on the green page. This inventory is designed to help you build a relationship with the student. We hope that you will find the inventory user-friendly and be able to answer the questions a little at a time as you build a relationship with the student. Next, we will talk about the newly created Akron Reads Leveled Library. We created the Akron Reads Leveled Libraries in response to feedback from tutors. Each building now has a complete leveled library to support the 2nd grade students. This will allow an opportunity to select or shop for books at the beginning of each tutoring session for our students. Books will be organized in baskets by colors that correlate with their guided reading level. In classrooms, teachers have leveled students using an alphabetical system that aligns with the color bands we've used in the past. Let's take a look now at our guided reading level tracker, which is the next item in your packet. The guided reading level tracker is a tool that's used as a guide to determine which baskets students would be looking in when they are shopping for their books to read during the tutoring sessions. The lowest level, 1 green, is noted by the solid green label, which includes text levels B and C. 2 green, or also referred to as green, is noted by the green label with a black bar. It includes levels D and E. The goal is for students to successfully read and talk about books and move up the levels so that by the end of second grade, students are reading in a 2-read or red. Since there is a small range of levels within a basket, helping students to select just right books will be very important. Have the students read a page or two. If the book seems too difficult, suggest that they hold off on that book. Select it for another day. Considering students are working at their instructional level, they will likely need some support. Now we will talk about the classroom connection with benchmark literacy. Students have been reading books at their guided reading levels while they are in class. When they come with you, you will help them apply these comprehension strategies they have been learning. Benchmark Literacy is our newly adopted curriculum for grades K through 5. Each month, teachers are featuring the strategies that are identified on the Benchmark Literacy Strategy Guide, which is found in the left pocket of your tutor folder. Please use this guide to help prompt students to think about what they are reading in a purposeful manner. For example, in September, students are learning how to ask questions about what they read. So you would select a book from the basket, look over the prompts, and then decide on how you would use them. You are providing an opportunity for our students to apply what they are learning as they read with you. Next, we will talk about the metacognitive strategy bookmarks. They are a tool to guide conversation about the month-by-month strategies students are learning within the classroom. They can be cut apart and used as each strategy is introduced throughout the year. Now we will talk about the tutoring framework. The tutoring sessions include 3 components. By reading, writing, and working with words, students will be learning how to make sense of what they are reading, which is critical for them in becoming proficient readers. Our first component is to talk about the reading of the new text. Here are some ways to support students before, during, and after the reading of the new book, which they have selected from the Akron Reads library. Before reading, you could read the title and discuss the cover. The student could make a prediction, either verbally or in writing, about what will happen and what they might learn. Be sure to ask students to explain their predictions. During reading, students can read aloud as well as silently. As the child reads, encourage him or her to react to new events or information. After reading, you could also make a strategy connection using our month-by-month strategy guide or the metacognitive strategy bookmarks. Next, we will talk about writing about the new text. Students will have 2 options for this area. They may make a prediction about their story, or they could record information on their graphic organizer. If they choose to make a prediction, they should write their prediction before they read the story and then revisit it after reading and determine if they need to make changes. If they choose to write about the story using our graphic organizer called a KWL, what they would do is they would make 3 columns in their reader response journal, labeling them with a K, what they want, what they know, a W, what they want to know, and an L, what they have learned. So they would record in the K and the W column before reading, and then in the L column after reading. Next, we will talk about the word work. In this part, the students are engaging in wordplay. You will provide the student with clues to make new words, starting with a word at the bottom of the ladder. The final word at the top of the ladder relates back to the word you started with at the bottom. Your students will love this activity. They'll want to complete more than one, so be sure to keep it to 1 per session. Next, we will talk about the student folders. Your site coordinator will provide you with a student folder for each student. Within the folder will be the components of the guided reading level tracker, the reader response journal, the completed word letters, and books that they may need for the next session. Please keep these items in the folder each week and leave it at a designated area for the Akron Reads materials. This will likely be near the leveled reader library and/or sign-in table. Now we will talk about tips to help our students succeed. The last 2 pages of the handbook provide tips for helping students to successfully read their new book. Please let your students know that it is okay to make mistakes. In fact, help your student to notice mistakes. Say things like, "Try that again. Something didn't make sense. Something didn't sound right. Something didn't look right." Rather than pointing out mistakes, we want our students to notice them when something isn't right and take action. Use the prompting sheet to guide students when reading. Encourage risk-taking. Say things like, "You try it," or "Start that sentence again and think about what you're reading. What might make sense there?" Above all, offer encouragement, support, and praise. Make sure to praise the effort, even if the results fall short. When closing the tutoring session, be positive by summarizing the successes. Have them state what they did well during the session. Continue to encourage them to work hard and read every day. By taking action and volunteering to read, write, and learn with our students, you are making a difference and unlocking the potential for a lifetime of learning for our APS students. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. Have a great day.